Oh my word, the harrowing December curse is very, very real for Chelsea Football Club, ladies and gentlemen. Ugh! Atalanta 2, Chelsea 1, and some stinky performances from Chelsea Football Club, and some very tired players. Fernandes, Pedro Neto, Cucurella is reverting back into Cucurella. He is not looking good. I have fears and stuff to say. Because had we'd won this game, and just for context, Atalanta have lost one game at home this season. Yeah. So this was always going to be a tough game. I know they're having a tricky time in the league, but their home form is formidable, and their last result in the Champions League was a 3-0 away win against Eintracht Frankfurt, which is, of course, a great win. They scored against Barcelona tonight, but Barcelona have come back to win that game with Jules Koundé's brace in 3 minutes. Sickening stuff. And Liverpool won as well. Oh my god, this is horrendous. Welcome back to Football Therapy. I'm here to reflect on what happened. Yeah. And talk about where we are. At time of recording, Chelsea are 11th in the league standings, but we can drop down, I think, quite a lot more. I think that's it now for finishing in the top 8. We've got Pathos, so we get 3 points for that. 13. We can maybe get 16 points. And if we get 16 points, there's a chance, but we have to beat Napoli away. This is a horrendous situation, especially because we went a goal up. Look, guys, welcome back. Thanks for supporting the content. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're listening on a podcast, follow and 5-star, all that stuff. Let's take a look then. So Atalanta played their favourite, of course, 3-4-3, despite it no longer being Gasperini there. Scamacca up top, the forgotten man of West Ham, Di Ketelara, getting a perfect 10 rating here on SofaScore, getting a goal and an assist there for both goals. Chelsea, I got some of the lineup right. Reece James partnered Moises Caicedo in midfield. What has Santos got to do to get a game, bro? Is he on the bench? Yeah, he was. See, Chelsea fan, this Maresca, yeah. Maresca is not going to be a popular boy in this game state for not utilising the likes of Santos, and I'd say more pertinently, Stevao. You know, I don't think Gu or Buonanotte are going to be the saviours here, but definitely Santos. And certainly Stevao, who was out, but who, by the way, is our top goal scorer in the Champions League this season. And all we needed was a guy to beat his man. And Gittins started this game. He started on the left. He was playing on the right. Maybe there was some special tactical innovation that I'm too much of a simpleton to understand why Gittins had to play on the right and play the 90. In fact, he had a substitute left. He had a sub left. He could have given him at least quarter an hour. 20 minutes with stoppage time nearly. If he had put him on when Tosin comes on. You don't need to bring Tosin on. And Tosin came on and looked what he's been looking recently. And that is a poor footballer, or a poor performer, in a poor vein of form anyway. So Rob Sanchez in goal, he was totally fine. Doesn't get any stick from me. He's our highest rated player here on SofaScore with a 7.7. By far the highest rated Chelsea player. Josh Achampong, who was a very serviceable right back on the night. Trev partnering Benoit, so we've gone for a left footer. Mark Cucurella, and then Reece James and Caicedo pivot, Enzo Fernandez, and then Pedro Neto, who just can't get a rest. Joao Pedro and Gittins, of course, flanking the other side of Enzo Fernandez. And then substitute appearances from Wesley Fofana, who came on at halftime for Trev. Trev had a yellow card, might have been part of it. And also you get to sort of give them 45 minutes each, and they've been partnering in the Premier League, so maybe that was part of it, fitness management. But Trev only got 20 minutes because he got Skamaka's studs in his eye, and he tried to play on, but I don't think he could see properly, so you have to take him off. Garnacho, yeah. Malagusto, yeah. Tosin for Fofana, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. If you bring off Fofana, you've already got. You bring off Fofana, you just have a back. You have a back two of Badiashile, yeah, and put Josh in, and then make Gusto go right back, and then bring on like a Stevau or something. It's not good, and I hate it. Statistics, pretty even. 14 up, the possession was pretty much shared. 2 big chances apiece. They did generate a slightly higher XG. They had 13 shots to our 10. We had more corners than them. It was actually pretty even statistically, really. And for those of you watching the video, there is attacking momentum meter. Pretty even. Pretty even, actually. Chelsea might have had a little bit more of it, but when in that sort of early 20 to 40% or 20 to 50% of the second half, as in not the very start of the second half, but that chunk a little bit in, there was a very strong period of dominance from Atalanta where they scored the equaliser. Went on, Chelsea came back into it, but then they scored ultimately what was the winner. And I tell you what, it's bad. We are so bad in December, every December. And you know what, yeah? I'm annoyed with Maresca because I like Maresca. I broadly agree with his decisions and I like a lot of his stuff. And I think actually, if you look at the football climate, if you look at us as a club at the moment, the players we've got, the kind of figure you need at the helm of the club and how they speak, how they work with the players and how they work with the hierarchy above them. I actually think Maresca is quite a good candidate. We know he's signing on to Jorge Mendes' agency and lots of big clubs are keeping a close eye on Enzo Maresca if he leaves Chelsea. I think he's a good manager and I think it's a good fit for us, yeah? So I need to sort of nail my colours to that mast, but I am not happy with him here, mate. What is he doing? Keeping Gittins on for ages, moving him over to his weaker right-hand side, and just not bringing on Steva. What? Why? And even Andre Santos, when you're bringing in fullbacks for mid, you've got a centre-back. I know you love Joshua Champong, and he can play right centre-back, and he can play left centre-back, and he can play right-back, and he can play central defensive left midfield, and we've seen him play all those positions for Chelsea under Enzo Maresca. Play him as a right-sided centre-back, put Gusto at right-back, put Santos in midfield. Santos loves a goal. Just change something. I don't know, man. I mean, I think our best player on the day was probably Rob Sanchez, and goal did alright. I think Reece James obviously got an assist, and he nearly scored a goal. Hold on, my cat wants to come in. Come on then. Come on, we're talking about Chelsea. Do we go on camera? Where are you? Come on. Cheer the people up. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's chaos. It's chaos. Okay, no, fine. Anyway, calm down. Everything's fine. The cat's just run all over the gaff. Yeah, so Reece James was fine. He nearly scored the winner as well, an equaliser. Joao Pedro scored a good goal, yeah? So I've been digging out Joao Pedro. I think he's been pretty bad. Not just because he's not scoring or assisting. I don't like his work off the ball. He scored a goal here, and it's a good striker-style goal. Now, if you watch my preview, I said I would start him as a striker. He started as a striker. He scored like a poacher's finish as well. It was nice. It was a nice, brave centre-forward style goal. But then that's it. I think he was poor for the rest of the game. And I know strikers get away with it if they score a goal. It's great, Don't worry about it. But then if that's it, then do you know what I mean? Like get him off then, I'm having a look at his stats now. He sort of did okay. He lost possession 14 times. A couple of unsuccessful touches. But the goal's good, but then he becomes ineffective. You take him off. I've just been really annoyed. I think Enzo Fernandez has been gassed for a while. Pedro Neto looked alright in moments when he was taking on his man. He was sort of had Kolasinac really worried and getting behind Bernasconi and stuff. Neto has been consistent for us. I haven't really got a problem with us starting. If you look at the sofa score ratings, 6.7 for Joao Pedro, and I think that's chiefly because he scored a goal. Look at the rest of these, man. 6.6 is like a slightly positive. I think what's the neutral, like 6 or 6.5. Pedro Neto, fine, serviceable. Always generally plays well. Always offers a threat. Fernandez, poor. Gittins, poor. Runs around, and Garnacho came on. Probably looked a bit better than Gittins. Fernandez really poor. Fofana came on, lost his man for the Scamacca goal, not long off the bench. He somehow, excuse me, he somehow got a 6.6 rating in his 20 minutes, or however long, 30 minutes? 30 minutes. Yeah, it's 30 minutes he was on the pitch. He got 6.6 rating, which maybe is a little bit generous to him because he did lose his man for the goal, but I don't know. Garnacho came on, he forced a couple of shots on target, but didn't make the best decisions. Gusto came on, played bad. Tosin came on, played bad. And it was just really, really poor. It was a really poor performance from Chelsea. We're playing badly, and we always play terribly in December, and it's not fun anymore. I hate it. I hate it. I really do, and it puts us in a really tricky situation. This was a tough game, and to be honest, had we scored an equaliser late on then, I probably would have taken it and put somewhat of a positive spin on it. Like, this is a tough place to go. Like I said, they've only lost there once this season. It's another point on an important league table. As far as I'm concerned now, we're going to have playoff round games. That's what I think is going to happen to us. We're going to not qualify, unless we, oh my God, if we don't beat Paphos. But you think we beat Paphos at home, we go to 13 points. And then you go away to Naples and it's in God's hands. You go away and you meet the great narrative of Antonio Conte and Romelu Lukaku to boot. And then you got, MVP, Ballon d'Or, you're going to win, future winner Scott McTominay to dunk on us. And of course, young Billy Esther, he's there as well. But, if you win both those games and get 16 points, maybe you finish in the top 8. I don't know. I think you need 15, 16. So there is a chance if you win both those games. But for me, we had to win this game. And we didn't even draw it. We lost it. And the performance is worrying, man. I think Fernandez just looks cooked and tired. Maybe he's passing, what's happening on, are they passing these man in fitness tests? Why is Santos not getting a game? To me, the big story is why the omission of Santos in these recent couple of games and Estevao in this game here. It is a horrendous decision, I think, from Maresca. Anyway, look, I'm not going to speak about this game much longer. I will stop here, in fact. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to end. The cat's going to go and do some zoomies now. Daily content here on Football Therapy. Make sure you're locked in, subscribe, hit the bell, follow on podcast, 5 stars, all that nice gear, mate. Help a brother out. And hopefully things get better from Chelsea. All right, then.